Today, I'm going to mix a little sports with a little finance and explain to you quite simply what an ETF is while trying to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. What could possibly go wrong? I've never been in a batting cage before, so your guess is as good as mine. What is an ETF, you ask? Well, an ETF, let's break it down a little bit more simply. Pretend that every major sports league is its own stock market, and every player in that league is their own individual stock. Players, like stocks, have different valuations. If a player plays well, hits a few dingers, their valuation goes up. If a player flubs a few catches, doesn't play so well, their valuation goes down. Now, like stocks, players can always redeem themselves. So, in the spirit of redemption, let's step out in the batting cage and see how well I do. We're going to start this at 70 just to get warmed up. But essentially, an ETF is a collection of stocks under one roof, or in this case, uniform. And while it wouldn't be wrong to point out a Red Wings jersey and say that's your Red Wings ETF, or there's your Yankees ETF, or there's your Lakers ETF, we like to think about putting the best of the best into an ETF, typically. So it's more accurate to think of an ETF as, say, an Olympic roster or a dream team of sorts. And in breaking this analogy, I just want to point out that ETFs hold more than just stocks. They can also hold bonds, currencies, commodities, and even other ETFs. Joe, let's crank it up to 80, my friend. So far, so good. Now, as I was saying, ETFs are built very strategically. You can diversify entirely, you can grab a total niche, or you can go against the grain. If you wanted to go super niche, imagine putting a team of all quarterbacks in one spot. We'll call that the quarterback ETF. Imagine putting a team of all starting goaltenders into one spot. We'll call that the goaltending ETF. You see what I'm saying? You're specializing in that position. In finance, something similar would be an ETF that focuses strictly on pharma stocks or tech stocks or any other individual sector. Joe, let's go to 90. Now, to diversify, imagine putting in your fantasy league every player from every league into one spot. That's essentially what a diverse ETF will do. I should have had that one. And yes, there are ETFs that hold every stock from around the planet in one spot. This one's a little faster. To go against the grain, well, that's what we in this finance world call shorting. Now, if you were going to build a team that was going to run short against the market, well, imagine putting a bunch of veterans or guys who are often injured into one uniform and then consistently betting against them. And that's essentially what an ETF is. Joe, give me 100, man. Bam! For more ETF investment ideas, check out etfdb.com, and we'll try to sort you out a bit more there.